Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Coldsteel 4, as now we are in Crossbell, ready to search for our next anomaly, or more to the point, ready to gather tons of intel in a city that we know is quite big. So hold your horses and get ready as we talk to a billion NPCs. Unit is ready, starting with, I guess, Shan, because people thought that I couldn't not save here, otherwise I'd forget that I had a Vantage Masters game to play. I guess we'll start with some Vantage Masters. Alright, don't totally go easy on you. Please do. The last couple of games have been a bit more, they've been a bit more action-packed than I would have liked. If I were to put it any other way, I do think they've been a bit much. Is there anyone else to put in a part that would do better for me here? I don't think so. I did get some new cards, of course. We got Blix, Dolmadala, Hephaestus. Got some Kyria Bells and whatnot. Hyperion. Did we actually get any new cards or not? I feel like it said we've got new cards, and I haven't really seen much in the way of getting new cards. Maybe it's because I actually have to get rid of some of the cards from my deck to do it. Probably that, right? No. Do I actually earn any cards when I win these battles? I don't even know. Doesn't look like it. I do wonder who else to put in though. I don't have a lot of fire cards. My water cards are... I could put Reku to get some extra cards out, I guess. I'm going to put a Blaze in my deck. Extra attack damage kind of helps from time to time. Sad times.
Okay, game on.
We're against the Bard. Why do I go first? I want to get the crystal. You always do this to me. Well, I got Blix. A medic card. And a Zamil pen. I think I'll change both of these. And I'll keep the Blix. I'm hoping for another Blix. I mean, I can't summon them on this turn. I need much more magic. So that's a problem. So seals an enemy's action for one turn. Maybe I should have kept the medic card. Luckily, I do have a pellet and a power on sale. The pellet does remove seal from the target. And I can summon both on this turn. So that's a front row built up. I have 2 Blixes already. Now I need the Blaze card and the Blixes to be safe in the back, and then we can just start doing super damage. Oh, speaking of Blaze. Oh, are you a fire user? Oh, beautiful. I needed that. Alright, so I have no water here. I can kill him with the power on cell. And I can summon a Blix on this turn too, which is pretty good. I mean, I'd lose you. And I want to keep you alive, so I think I'll attack with my main guy. Leave Mr. Bard in the back there. Blix is summoned. Next turn we can summon another Blix. I mean, if you're playing fire cards and mainly fire cards, then we should be fine, right? Here we go. Was kind of expecting something along those lines. I mean, I could get the magic crystal next turn with the pellet and unseal another card. Equally, I could have attacked with the pellet and messed up that power on cell really easily without taking any counterattack damage. Which would have been pretty nice. It's only 1 damage I take there, so I know there's magic thing on the board. I could summon the Dom Dala straight onto it. I don't actually think that's the safest play. Or I can't summon it. I'll get it next turn. I'll power myself up even more. Blix. There's the seal. I need a Zamel pen, actually. Ah! That's problematic. Can't attack the back row. I might do that. I could summon the Gwen Poss onto that. Of course, I can only do 2 damage there. But I can do 3 here and only take 1. I don't necessarily need to do damage to the Bard as long as I keep the enemy's cards numbers down. I mean, do I just summon both, or do I just summon the Gwen Poss in the back and then do blitz damage? Essentially, she doesn't have anything to stop me just slowly pinging her HP down if she's not going to attack one of my frontline fighters. I'm thinking of moving everything along one so the fighter gets the thing, but sometime in the future, this looks like a quite nice, easy one. Thus far, we'll see if any tricks comes in. It's a mum. Now the power on cell can kill the mum. Played. Right, the only one that can really do that now is the fighter. Well, we got another power on cell, so that's pretty good. Probably the correct timing for it. So I can't do any damage there, but I can kill one of them instantly. I think my fighter needs to take out the other one. Still waiting for that blaze card. Right, summon a power round cell, move the pellet over for pretty much no real reason. The Gwen Poss is sealed. Shall I just call force a Domdala? I don't even know if there's any real worth. It could just be taking a spot from a card I actually want to play. Pretty much. Pretty much. 9. Can't forget to actually use my other Blix to do damage. I think we've won. It's dangerous to go and lane take this. Thank you, Jamoy. Oh, there's Mr. Zammelpen. Interestingly, of course, the power on cell is strong enough to do the job, but at the expense of its life. Now I could move the power on cell onto that and it would have enough life to actually win. I don't really think I need to protect my fighter massively anymore. Especially because the Bard is just casting Seal every single turn. But to be honest, I could just do that. Seems weird, but hey, 1 power on cell versus 1 Zammelpen. You wouldn't have thought that would normally win, would you? I don't, like, there's just not enough things for it to even seal. Where's my Blaze card? I just want the Blaze card. I mean, I may as well just go in. I take 5 damage, man. No, I'll just wait till next turn. Let's summon you up, Mr. Dumdala. What are you gonna do? The armor. Who have you sealed this time? Gwen Poss again, who can't do anything to you. The pellet actually beats the armor this time. So the pellet's actually quite... Oh, it doesn't actually. It's a little bit off. Sad times. I mean, well, we can still get Domdala its own experience up, right? Let's get it some more health. Oh, wait a second. We won and I don't need to do any of that. Get him, power on cell! I don't really need to lengthen this fight any more than it is. Oh, that was a lot easier than the previous games.
I almost had you too.
No! I was almost had in previous ones. We got a bar card for the victory. A bowed card. Shan is defeated. If things get too crazy, you can always come see us at the inn. I know for a fact that Daddy will do what he can, so you wouldn't need to worry about room and board. Well, thanks for the card. We got the bard card. Now let's head out. So we've spoken to everyone up to the Nine Valley exchange at this point in time. So let's head up ever further and see if there's anything to get. We did not find a book in the entirety of last time. So let's hope for the best. We already checked out you. And basically we need to hold on to you until we can exchange for a slightly better rate. Unless we could change for a slightly better rate there. The shelves in my favourite store were looking awfully bare. They couldn't even tell me when the next shipment would be. I couldn't buy anything in bulk either. On the other hand, anywhere affiliated with Class VII was doing just fine. Oh, you told us last time. I think they were a heartless corporation buying up all the small business they could. Perhaps the only way these stores will be able to survive these tough times. The Wandering Lady. Hello, Etna. Come on in, we're having a clearance sale. Everything must go. We've gotta be crazy. A whole box for 100 mire? I'm burning cash here. Fresh and cheap? Well, you'll never get another chance like this. I bet my dad's... Dad. I can't believe they really drafted him. Come on in, take a look at what we... Oh, I'm really not in the mood today. So I need to pull myself together. Silka's not going to bring Dad back. Hey, come on in. Take a look at what we've got. Check this out. High-grade cabbage, fresh in a day. You just don't get deals like this anymore, especially with all the food shortages. Never know when you might get a chance on this again. How about it? Oh, Edna's not looking so chipper as usual. Must be worried about me having to join the front. Fretting and fussing over it won't do much good. She probably knows that, but still. You sell a carrot pecky, stick-shaped snack that is popular in the port. Nutritious carrot flavour. I love that nutritious carrot flavour. Can't get enough. Step right up, we're having ourselves a massive sale today only. When it's gone, it's gone. Don't let this chance pass you by. Well, he doesn't stop the sales spiel. Have you ever been to Armorica village? We're an agricultural community, though beekeeping is our main source of income. The crops are doing alright, but the merchant we always sold our honey to got drafted. On top of that, our vehicles are commandeered by the military, so we can't even transport our goods very far. I thought maybe the Business Owners Association could introduce me to a new buyer, preferably one with their own trucks. We've got no shortage of problems back in the village. The military camp at the old battleground's in a pretty isolated spot, but it's close enough for us to feel its presence. The noise and the gunshot smoke have got the bees on edge, and they're producing less honey than usual. If I had to find a bright side, I guess our convalescent home is up and running. Things are tough, but it's not a level where we can't handle it. Not yet, anyways. I've got a meeting at the Business Owners Association lined up. Hopefully they can introduce me to a wholesaler willing to buy my village's honey. He had quite a lot of dialogue. Any info to get here? I can't take this anymore. Please help us, Mr. Chairman. How am I supposed to move my products without the trains? Chairman Moores, I need your help too. The state requisitioned my entire stock the other day. They didn't pay a single mirror for it. I'm in the red. I can't live off my savings forever. Now, calm down all of you. One at a time, please. Let's think about the trains first. There's so few left, it's no use trying to contract one now. I suggest we shift our focus to airship delivery. The routes along Liberl and Rema are still open, for now. As for our contributions to the war effort... Do you have any idea, Chairman Moores? Airship delivery, huh? Up until now it's always been too expensive to be a feasible option. Guess we have no choice now. I'll look into it. Do I know you folks? You seem sort of familiar. Did you come here for a consultation? Sorry, but my schedule's booked solid. Feel free to come back another time. He has to decide everything, does he? Business tax, war tax, there's so many new expenses. How are we supposed to stay afloat? Mr. Chairman, won't you please lend us the benefit of your wisdom? No new dialogue. What's up with you? All the merchants in town have been ordered to give their full cooperation to the war effort. We've been getting a flood of new consultation requests. And to cap it all off, several of our personnel have dropped off the grid. I haven't heard from Becky since she set out for the capital. I hope she's alright. Ah, that's right. Becky is well acquainted with the people of this association, isn't she? Yeah, so it seems they haven't been able to ascertain her whereabouts either. Alright, you guys are from that military academy. I tried to get in touch with my contacts over there, but they suddenly went quiet. Must have been around the same time there was all that commotion in the capital. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. I'll tell you the second I learn anything new, so don't get discouraged, okay? Right, thank you. Thanks for helping out. She means a lot to us too. We're not about to let this go. Where's Becky? My businesses are in chaos right now. I haven't seen disorder like this since we got annexed. Back then, anyone who even looked like they came from Calva got deported, even the ones who were born here. A friend of mine, Kronk, was sent away too. What a great name. I started helping out here to take up the slack. What's your name? Kronk? It was a little awkward at first with me and the old man getting used to each other, but I think it was for the best. He's getting too old to run this place on his own. I think I have to pitch in anywhere I can. I feel like your parents are a bit mean naming you Kronk. Just a little bit. Right, we have equipment to be able to buy here. The question is, do I buy now or do I wait to see what might be in a certain, well, oral shop where the other equipment is? So that is 690 defense with speed as well. We should probably consult the market, as it were. Oh, that's weird. It's not here either. I was trying so hard to take care of it too. What? It's nothing. I'm fine. I can fix this on my own. She's clearly worried about something. It doesn't look like she's willing to take anyone's help, though. We'll just have to keep an eye on her. A quest? I had it with me when I left the house. I'm always busy, so I can't bug him with stuff like this. I have to find it by myself. Later, Mei-Ling. We'll be back. What have you lost? We will help it out. Right, the Acacia apartment's next. And this is just one small segment of Crossbell. We got so much more to go. I'm gonna study hard, just like Sanita. But she's real smart too, so I gotta keep it up every day. I'm feeling kind of dizzy. Maybe I study too much. Oh, my head hurts. What's going on? Ooh. Seems like only yesterday we heard about the Emperor getting shot, and now here we are, mobilizing for full-scale war. Kind of think of it, the two girls next door to me had some kind of connection with the military police. I haven't seen them for a while. Around May, I heard, the inspection team was forcing some kinds of ridiculous overtime hours on them. Apparently, they weren't even allowed to come home between shifts. Hopefully, things have let up a little by now. That's around the same time we were last here. The inspection team must have had them working on Operation Birdcage. Right, the Governor General's attempt to restrain anyone connected with the Special Support Section. That sound like anyone you know? Sounds like it could have been Noel and Fran. Being kept at work all night, I could only imagine how hard that must be. Or maybe they were... Oh no, it wouldn't do to speculate. Really, Muse? My little brother Hugo's been real quiet lately. I mean, he's always been a quiet one, but this is something different. Yeah, he's got a headache. He's not consulting you about it? Get him to see a doctor. Now, I'm not sure how many doctors you can get to see about possible overall curses. Still can't go up here? That's third floor. Nothing for us up there. No, third floors are irrelevant. No house can have more than 2 floors. Get off. All the store's prices are going up. I'll have to check the flyers they give out for some good deals. This one here is so colourful. It cheers me up just to look at it. Is it? And it says they lowered the prices on some of their products. It seems like such a stylish store. Maybe I should go take a look. How can I tell my family I'm joining the army? Where do I even start? Meow! I don't want to spook them, but I can't underplay how dangerous it could be either. Meow, meow. Maybe I should be honest with them. Those two are smart. They'll see right through me anyway. Thanks for listening, Murray. My head feels a little clearer now. They're taking conscripts here too. Can they see what this war is doing to people? Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Good old Marie. Meow. I know Marie can't understand me, but I think she could sense that something was wrong. Talking to her really helped. Just something I couldn't talk to my wife and daughter about. Not straight away. She talked to the cat. Makes sense. When I grow up, I'm going to be a stockbroker and work with father. To do that, I've got to get good at math and learn how to be a sophisticated lady too. Maybe if I try really hard, I wouldn't even have to wait until I grow up. Hugo's smarter than I thought. I shouldn't have underestimated him. He really is worthy of being my rival. Yeah, but he seems like he's overworking himself. to be that. All for a little bit of recognition, right? So that is this section explored. Should we go to the Harbour district or the central square next? Where to? Where to? It says Avery up in the downtown district. All you see there are Imperial officers strutting around like they own the place. And if that wasn't bad enough, the government shut down our branch of the Bracer Guild. Those Imperials act like they're so great. Well, they're not. They took my best battle away and forced him into the army. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before they come for me too. Damn it, how did we let it end up like this? I mean, you couldn't really help it. Those Imperials act like they're so great. Well, they're not. Damn it, how do we let it end up like this? It's kind of out of your hands with the occupation and all that. The Harbour District. The Harbour District. It's been a while since we've last been here. Just seeing Lake Elm brings the memories rushing right back. Yeah, this is where our field exercises start getting serious. It's only my first time here, but something about this place feels stuffy for Harbour. What the? What's up with the Crossbell News Service building? How odd. The entrance is being guarded by Imperial Army troops. Oh, look at the sign outside. You should have seen that first. Conscription office. It must have been taken over by the army, just like the Palm Training Hall. Right, they turned it into a storehouse for all the resources they'd commandeered. In any case, it is likely in our best interest not to venture too close. That said, I still like to try and stop by the RF building. I have a contact working from the inside. It could be a good opportunity to find out what's going on at the branch office. Really? Wow, talk about useful. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. I mean, I want to go there as well, because I want to exchange my, money! Right, there doesn't seem to be any marker for intel apart from over there. So let's begin checking things out nice and slowly, eh? Hayway Trading. The door is locked. Hey, I know this place. It's where we took on that request way back when. Hayway Trading Limited, the front for the largest criminal syndicate in the Republic. Great, they sound like a cheery bunch. Maybe they packed up and went home. It's possible. There's not a lot of business for them here right now. But they never do anything by the book. We can't let our guard down just yet. Regardless, we have no business to take care of here right now. I mean, they could be loads of intel when you think about it. We're going to be dealing with military donations over at Orcus Tower, right? Isn't it a little weird, Crossbell having to pay for Erebonia's war? Hey, it's him! I know how you feel. Times are tough. Just look at the Crossbell News Service. They got chased out their HQ taken over. But finding new opportunities no matter the circumstances is what being a businessman is all about. You've got to keep your head down and look for your chance to come out on top. Oh, okay, I see what you're getting at. Oh, we're just about ready to head out then, right? I'll go and bring the car around. Hazel and I are on the way out to process donations for the military. Play it off what you want, Spencer. You're practically lying to him at this point, but I can't just say no to the Imperial Army. Interception! Oh, wait! He got past. Slippery. I didn't play good D. Most of my company's employees have been drafted. We can't fit our whole workforce in just one car now. Oh, we can? Yeah, I read that wrong, I'm pretty sure. This job's not easy, but it's like Spencer says. We have to do what the Empire says for now, or we won't be able to help anyone. Got him. The train's out of service. There are a lot less imports to deliver, but we're getting even more packages from Erebonia. Then there's all the draft cards to deliver. I'm just as busy as ever, maybe even more. Being the bringer of bad news doesn't give me any satisfaction, but it's part of the job. I got no choice. Bye. Second dialogue, come at me. I'll catch you. I'm playing D now. Where is he? Hey. Being the bringer of bad news doesn't give me any satisfaction, but it's part of the job. He's got no choice. Okay. Off you go then. Hi, conscription office. We're not supposed to go anywhere near. Hey, what are you kids doing loitering around here? Do you have any business here? We're up to no good. Well, Harbour, man. We were just looking for a pal of ours. Right, but we said we'd meet her somewhere else, remember? Apologies for bothering you, Mr. Soldier. Keep up the good work. This direction seems to come second nature to you two. I'm just glad they're on our side. It's the conscription office. Are any of you here to sign up? I mean, Ash looks of age, doesn't he? 8 Dragonov class railway cannons, check. 2 Gargantua class airships, check. Tangram Fortress is all set and ready to go at last. And the armor division is on its way too. Our preparations couldn't be going any better. Well, except for those new recruits. Some of them could even handle a march in full kit without needing a trip to the medical bay. Looks like I'm gonna have to start giving them the deluxe boot camp experience. Yeah, no time to take things slow. Give them hell. Most of their new recruits are just regular citizens. No way they keep up with some rigorous military regimen. What's with these guys? This war is putting all kinds of pressure on Crossbell and its people. Indeed it is. Those new recruits sure are a worthless gaggle of pencil necks. Gonna need to give them the deluxe boot camp if they want to stand a snowball's chance to get out of there. Sure, a lot of weaklings here in Crossbell. We're gonna mold these new recruits into proper soldiers somehow. Wow. It's a bit of a blanket statement. I had a bad feeling about those soldiers, but they sure changed their tune once they had some of the boss's ramen. Well, they said it was the best they ever tasted and left without causing any trouble. Zell really is a master of his craft. He said if I kept training and owning my skills, I might be able to add one of my own dishes to the menu one day. It's a lot of pleasure, well, pleasure too. Pressure trying to live up to the boss's legacy, but Hazel says my noodles have got some good stuff going. Alright, time to get the show on the road. What's needed to picking up the tricks of the trade? My garnish game, learn the art of balance and taste. I'm even do the boss proud after all. I can't let him down again. Oh hey, we took on a request from the owner of the stand a while back, huh? Instructor Reem was a regular here, apparently. Oh well, if isn't the kids from Force. Feels a bit strange seeing you out of uniform, but I'm guessing you're not here on vacation? It's a long story. That's so. Well, you wouldn't be the first madcap customers I've ever had. I've never been good with words, so I'll show you my support with the best ramen I can whip up. Yeah, Noodle Boy's got some chops, sir. We'll have to stop by next time. Madcap customers, huh? It would seem Instructor Reen isn't the only eccentric regular here. You attract a type, do you? Look at her leg then, he goes popping up. Oh! Try the store's recommended dish. We've got Ozel Miso Noodles. The conscription office is right over yonder, so we end up getting a lot of soldiers in. It doesn't matter where they're from, anyone with an appreciation for good food is welcome here. Anything else to buy? It's funny watching her leg, like she's got it cocked leg because she's on that wall bit, and then when you talk to the guy, it just goes pop, 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 pop. I don't know why I find that tickles me. Can't talk without straight legs. Alright, off we go. Let's make some lovely, lovely noodles. Now, who's got the good stuff and who's got the bad stuff? Let's make Fee do the noodles.
Now we're cooking. It turned out really good.
Deluxe miso. Not what we were after. The question
Initiate cooking mode.
I know Yuna's got some kind of course on.
Better than I expected.
Okay, who's doing the good one? Oh, Kurt's also good at it?
Now let's begin. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, but is that because you've got the gem on?
Now let's begin. Oh, this is good.
Oh no. Who's the
Initiate
chosen one?
cooking mode. Better than I expected.
Well, we've got loads of noodles now.
We're cooking.
It's just what we're gonna have to deal with. A bit of noodles later.
It turned out really good.
Oh wow. Fails all around. Someone could be a bad
I
one.
hope it turns out well.
Too many cooks.
Something's
too
not
many
right.
Cooks. Infernal demon noodles made by it. First time. And we've used all my coarse rock salt. I'm out. Who to talk to next? Well, I can go to the vending machines and buy canned juice or Bell Cola if I wish. Yuna and your fellow students back in Crossbell, I see. Hey, Kate! Yeah, we're back. Sorry I was gone for so long. Nice in uniform. A number of 4 students from the branch campus are currently wanted criminals, are they not? Yes, ma'am. First and foremost is Ash Carbide for his attempted assassination of the Emperor, but several other students are wanted for treason. Okay. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Yuna? What do you mean? Something's wrong with Kate. Damn it, I recognize this feeling. No, you don't think it could be... I suppose I'll just have to look into that later. Just try not to stand out. There's a limit to how much I can ignore before people start asking questions. Right. And if you spot any unsavory characters, report them to me or another officer at once. It's our duty to protect Crossbell from those who would do it harm, after all. Yuna, I think we should go. Agreed. Come, Yuna. Okay. Kate, not you too. Reports say Hayway remains in Crossbell. It doesn't sit right with me knowing a Calvardian syndicate is still operating on this side of the border. I think they cut a deal with the government or something. Our job is not to reason why. Or are you saying you have a problem with the way the government does things? Of course not. Sorry, I'll just get back to my patrol. It's our duty to maintain order in Crossbell. I may turn a blind eye to some of the things you guys get up to, but please keep it within reason. The war will be over soon. You should keep a low profile and spend your time on something productive, like studying. Kate, it's not like you to be saying that. Nothing is certain, but... let's leave for now. Ooh. Ooh. Isn't this the boat? The cruise ship to Michelin departs every 30 minutes. Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Where's Mishi today? This is the boarding point for the Michelin Wonderland bound ferry. If you wait a little longer, you just might get a chance to meet today's very, very special guest. It's by me. Who could it be? Just wait and see. A special guest. Could it be Mishi? As previously stated, we will have to wait and see. Hey, we're not going to get intel on Michelin or whatever. Get moving. Okay, jeez. Oh, Tina. So pure. One at a time, please. Be careful not to rock the boat. I came here to spend some quality time with my girlfriend. Might not get the chance again once the war breaks out. We're going to bring out every last bit of fun together while we still can. My boyfriend got drafted, but we've still got time to make sure great memories together before he leaves. A ride on the Ferris wheel should be the perfect end to our little Michelin tour. I just love that big motel at Michelin. It was so nice of my son to invite me. But don't get me wrong, one little complimentary ticket is enough for me to forgive the Empire for sending my boy to war. Complimentary tickets, huh? What the? They're just straight up using Crossbell and Michelin as consolation prizes. Yuna. I know, there's nothing we can do about it. Don't worry, I won't cause a scene. We just have to concentrate on what we can do to fix this. My son, he's waiting for me in Michelin. I wanted to share some happy moments with him before he gets deployed. Maybe we'll go to the beach. He'd like that. Bribe the citizens with your good feelings and stuff.
I could reel in a big haul here.
That sign. Crossbell, keep pale. I mean, Crossbell is more, you know, here than out there, but sure. We've got 10 bait.
There. I got one. I got a good one.
Right on the cusp, that was. Oh, that fish didn't have any challenge.
Pretty good, huh?
That's a buffer. Is that new? I think it might be. You accidentally bought 50 bait earlier? What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with that.
I got one. Nice.
Now you've got all the bait for the future. It's all good. Seems pretty good. I mean, you'll definitely use 50 bait. Most likely.
Check it out.
An hazelfish.
There.
Anything else? I guess we move on to the RF. Tower next.
Good one. Pretty good, huh?
New material. Doesn't seem like there's anything good on offer here.
There.
I'm at 13 fish total.
I got one. Nice.
I say this one seems to be the special of the area. Oh, you're actually fighting me this time, are you? You fight for an incredibly long time.
I did it.
Many, many Recurria bombs. Luckily, I'm already stocking up a big store of healing items that I will hopefully never use, as is JRPG tradition. It's a Crossbell branch of the Imperial Chronicle Radio. They broadcast state-sponsored radio programs from here. In other words, this is where all that warmongering propaganda gets pumped out. What I hear, they have official announcements and current affairs shows as well. Considering they're linked with the intelligence division, we'd better not linger around here too long. The propaganda place. Oh, hello. Everything's okay in the harbour? No crimes or disorder to report? Oh, by the way, the Crossbell News Service building got taken over as a new conscription office. They moved to West Street for now, so head over there if you have any journalistic business. Oh, thanks for telling me. Harbour's real busy right now. A lot of people are using their complimentary tickets to head over to Michelin. I guess it's just another part of the government war machine. Yep. They're back. They're really back. I saw them with my own eyes. Got to go over to East Street and tell Pac about this. What was that about? I'd like to know too, but we can't afford to get distracted. Gathering intel comes first. We can always check it out later. Ooh. Can't wait to tell Pac about this. He's going to flip his lid. Getting to East Street is such a chore. What with all those soldiers and military police stalking around? They're back. They're back. Right, that seems to be this area checked out because there wasn't really any buildings for us to head into. Next. To the Reinford group building. And our first event of the day for the intel gathering. There's no doubt the Crossbell will be burned to the ground should Tangram Fortress ever fall. Naturally, no one wants to see that happen. More and more are starting to comply with the draft, desperate to protect their homes. Newly conscripted citizens with no formal training whatsoever. They've sure got their work out of them, alright. Draftees have been assembling at the Harbour District's conscription office in droves. I made their fighting spirit, but I fear many of them lack the ability to back it up. Yes. My company's focus is on imports brought in by the Transcontinental Railroad and air shipping, or at least it was. All that changed when the government started commandeering ships and trains for their own uses. That's practically a death sentence for businesses like mine. I'll have to find local suppliers and rethink my product lineup. This won't be easy. Losing access to air shipping has really hit me hard. I need a new supply chain fast or I'm done for. You might need a Bobcat free. You've got business everywhere, Josette. There's business to be had. Last time we were here was during our field exercises. That's when we met up with Tio too. I hope she's alright. Hopefully we'll be able to obtain information here. And Lisa knows someone who'd be willing to help us, right? Yes, her name is Addison. She's a receptionist here. Right, let's go talk to her. Miss Elisa! I'd heard you were safe, of course, but it's so good to see you in person. Sorry to worry you, Friday. I'm fine now. I know you can fend for yourself, but please don't be too reckless. The Foundation has been in disarray since the Chief disappeared. Not just her, but Miss Kruger as well. There's much more going on in the Empire besides the war with Calvert. Yes, there is. Phew, looks like the IBC is still open. I thought it might close down, all things considered, so I started to panic and ran all the way here. I'll be able to send this transfer today after all. Thank Adius. I just need to catch my breath a little first. My store's running at the bare minimum capacity right now. We all have to tighten our belts. We're gonna have a lot of stock put aside, and with the trains under such strict controls, we're not likely to get any more anytime soon. No stock means no sales means no money for rent or food. That's why I came in for a loan. I just hope the bank approves my application. I don't know what I'll do if they don't. Oof. RF is now officially allied with the government. That means if we have any internal problems, we're obliged to report them to the officials. Be careful of what you say around here. You never know who might be listening. RF is now officially allied with the government. That sounds terrible. If I were you, I'd watch what I say and avoid drawing attention. Everything's being absorbed. There's no receptionist there. The receptionist we want to speak to is over here. Welcome to the IBC. Please be aware we are currently unable to facilitate money transfers to Calvert. Customers wishing to make transfers to Calvert are advised to do so via a foreign branch of the IBC. Please also be aware that our transfer fees have increased. We will, however, continue to exchange SEPA for Mira, albeit at a higher rate than usual. Feel free to take advantage of this service brought to you exclusively by the IBC. Give it to me! As soon as war was declared, we got a rush of customers wanting to send money to Calvert. It was a total madhouse in here. It's going to be really hard on people who've been sending a little of their paycheck home every month. At least we still exchange SEPA for Mira at a higher rate than usual. I mean, feel free to take great advantage of this great service. I guess I can't do it with you, and I do it with you. Good to see you again, Addison. Miss Elisa! Please excuse my outburst. I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Oh, and aren't you the students who came here for field exercises? Wow, you remember us. Yeah, I'm kind of flattered. Yes, they've really helped me out. Sorry about this, but do you have time to talk right now about what we previously agreed on? Of course. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll go get the reports. You and the others wait in the lobby, trying their best not to look suspicious. Addison brought them documents outlining the activities of the RF Crossbell branch office. How hard is it not to look suspicious? Just chat. But what's this? These are production logs of a factory on the western side of Crossbell that is supplying the military. Records of orders from all sorts of armaments for Tangram Fortress and other bases. Yes, 8 Dragunov-class railway cannons, and I'm sure you've already seen the Gargantua-class airships. The company's also been supplying the new military camp outside Armorica village. The trucks we saw yesterday must have been headed there. I guess so. Jeez, that's how we know where our F stands, huh? The company's directing all its resources to the war effort. And the one leading that movement is... the chairman, Irina Reinford, Elisa's mother. In a sense, I suppose this explains how the Empire has been able to mobilize so quickly. It's hardly surprising, seeing as they have the full support of one of the continent's heavy industry leaders. All businesses are required to comply with the national mobilization law, so RF didn't really have a choice in this. Elisa. I'm alright. It just confirms what we already found out in Nautia. Thank you, Addison. This information is very helpful. Please extend our thanks to anyone who was involved in preparing these reports. Of course, I'm glad I could be of service to you. Just so you know, there are people working here who oppose the war, regardless of what Chairman Arena says. May your endeavours be fruitful. I'll support you any way I can. Thank you. That means a lot. We must bring Instructor Reen back, now more than ever. So our first bit of intel is actually intel that we literally gathered from those guys on the street who were doing the checklist, I'd like to point out. As things stand now, the Crossbell branch is fully cooperating with the government. Chairman Arena's been busier than ever trying to organise it all. I'm sure she'd be happy to have someone helping out. I wonder if there's any way we could convince Miss Kruger to come back. Right. Sharon, I promise we'll get you back. My higher rate. Yeah, I made like 1,000 more, I think. That matters. You can buy an IBC coin if you want to. I'm drop rate plus 25% equipped characters only. Speed 6. It's not terrible. I mean, let's buy one. We've got an IBC coin now. Our exchange rate didn't remotely afford that for us. As things stand now, the Crossbell branch is fully cooperating with the government. Chairman Arena's been busier than ever trying to organise it all. I'm sure she'd be happy to have someone helping out. I wonder if there's any way we could convince Miss Kruger to come back. Well, so you say. Off we go then. Doo-doo-doo. And that's 2 districts plus the RF building. Explored. No books. Still. As of yet. I failed you with the bedtime story last time. So I go to Orcus Tower. I'll leave Orcus Tower for now. I'm going to go this way. So we've got the section up there we haven't been to, but we've got the central square, which is where all the shops are. So let's check that out. If I'm looking for a book, this will probably be the place to be. Central Square is just as busy as I remember it. There are a lot of stores here. It might be a good idea to take this time to get ready. It's a good meeting place too. It's got access to a lot of different districts. The tower's off limits for now, but we can get to the entertainment district at least. Well, now that we're here, I guess we've got to go gather intel. You say a friend of yours works nearby? That's right, over there at the Orbital store. I haven't seen Wendy in a while. I should probably let her know I'm alright. She's the engineer, correct? Okay, let's go. I forgot how RGB that place was. Where is it? Yeah, same place as always. Me and Cop know that there are heroes out there, so we're not scared of any dumb old war. Meow! Hi, Cop! Oh, this is that girl Lloyd and the others were looking for. You know her? It sounds like she does know Lloyd. And that cat used to live at the SSS HQ, right? Oh, I know who. What's the SSS? Sssst. Cop, knock it off. Where did that come from? I don't know, Cop's been kind of weird lately, but that SSS thing does sound familiar. Meow! Yeah, she cheered up. I wonder why she was mad before. Could it be? This girl lost her memories of the special support section, the people who used to mean so much to her. Maybe the cat's trying to knock some sense into her. Could all this be because of the curse? Stranger things have happened. The SSS represent a kind of hope. It would make sense for the Great Twilight to try to erase them. Is that really possible? What's the matter? Why do you all look so sad? My head feels all fuzzy, but there are heroes out there. That's the important thing. You're right. You're absolutely right. I have a feeling this girl will be alright at least. Good old Cop. Cats, they know. Cats are the best. Meow meow. My head feels all fuzzy, but there are heroes out there. That's the important thing. So don't get sad, okay? Everything will be alright. And it will. We've got Station Street to go to. Gen 10 is our next actual place to go to. I mean, I'm right next to Garon, and I'm right next to the old Special Support Section building. What's that been changed to? Welcome. Bum, bum, ba-dum. That's one hell of a display. I've got to point out as well, these bars does not stop anyone taking these rifles to the right. Anyone can slip one of them out. I guess if you take out the magazine, maybe you could get that out, or just take it out from the big bit. Wow, this is the least offensive cage fence I've ever seen. I mean, put it behind glass like the swords. Oh, hey, you're from the military academy. From the sound of things, you've had your fair share of problems to deal with lately, huh? Don't worry, I know what's up. You won't get any trouble here. If you need weapons, go ahead and take a look at what I got. Wow, thank you. If I remember correctly, this shop used to have ties to the special support section. Perhaps that's why the owner's willing to turn a blind eye to us. Yeah, he's just the kind of friend we need right now. Those Imperial Defense Force goons are a real pain. Wouldn't mind taking them down a peg. I don't plan on following orders from them if I can help it. Do you not? Well, here's where we get the scale vest, which is less ADF. I think it's actually less defense than the other stuff. So the other stuff is what we should buy. That said, we do have the new display of weapons. A gunbreaker built to assist in apprehending criminals and villains. Got soldier's gloves too, if you want to have them. I guess I'll buy a new set of weaponry first. We need to upgrade it too, of course. Gale Claw. Casablanca. Up to ATS 2. And right edge, how much strength is that? Nearly 60-ish. That's taken away most of the money I made. That's all, it's gone. I'll buy that too. Thank you very much for all the stuff. Now I need to go somewhere where I can upgrade my stuff. Which, of course, we know roughly where that is. So maybe I should take the quick trip. Trying to auto-save me, are you? East Street. 9 Valley. That way I can do some stuff. So, I'm pretty sure we can do it here. Wrong place. Damn it, I thought you did the thing. I guess I gotta go to somewhere else for you. You do this, but you don't do the rest. The actual Orbital Factory. I thought she did it as well. I'm obviously very wrong, but still. Oh wait, I forgot to go to the shop to buy the armor that I was going to buy. Oh well. We'll have to remember. Will Sam remember? That is the real question. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Well, no matter. As fellow Imperial subjects, we're all in this together. You're free to wander the town as you please. Just don't cause any trouble. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the residents of Crossbell are really lacking in Imperial spirit. He's so full of himself. Perhaps he's part of the Erebonia military police. I believe we've seen him before during our field exercises. He appears to be what one might call condescending. Far too many Crossbell residents are lacking Imperial spirit. Don't cause any trouble. It's the Republic we should be taking our frustration out on, not each other. Even though you're saying something inflammatory. Sure, I guess. I work in finance. The insane amount of mirror that's flown through recently is frankly a little scary. This is what we've been able to wring out of people thanks to the national mobilization law. It has no respect for human rights. Well, you didn't hear that from me. Honestly, being conscripted might actually make my life easier. Yeah. State officers are rushed off their feet trying to keep up with all the paperwork for the war effort. Taking a break for some fresh air and coffee really helps me focus. Most of our younger workers have been drafted in the army. We're barely keeping the company going, but I feel like it's something we need to do while we still can. We could get drafted too sooner or later. No sense in worrying about that now, though. It's a lot easier to concentrate on work, but maybe I'm just ignoring reality. I guess we'll head to Genten last in this section. Let's head into department store times. So, like, there's some kind of war or something supposed to start soon, right? We've got nothing to worry about, though. No one can get through Tangram Fortress. Oh, yeah, I did hear something about that. I don't think they've chosen the day yet. At least we still have Rufus. Crossbell would be totally up the creek without him. Yes, they've got Rufus. At least we still have Rufus. Crossbell, okay, you're saying the same thing? I haven't seen him in a while, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time until he comes back. Desperate for a Rufus. Yeah, just having Rufus around makes me feel like everything will work out. Did you hear he was involved in that Yeoman What's-It thing? Yeoman What's-It thing? Tell us more. Doesn't seem like you really know much of what's happening, which is really disappointing. She's not even here. There she is. She's just facing the other way. Oh, hell no. You're Machias' friends, right? The Asher Chevalier students? I should have brought Machias. I'm just glad to see you all in one piece. What brings you all the way to Crossbell? That's a complicated question. I'm afraid we don't have time to get into that. More importantly, what are you doing here, and how do you know each other? Well, it just so happens Pateri is a friend who's gone missing. Wait, what happened? We got separated back in Heimdall. I haven't seen him since. His name is Cargo. I taught him everything he knows. Searched all over Heimdall, but I couldn't find a trace of him. He's been gone a month now. I'm really starting to worry about him. So I'm taking a break from work and going to do some serious searching. I see. We're searching all of Erebonia for one kid. You'd have better luck looking for a needle in a haystack. Shut your mouth or I'll beat your ass. He's out there somewhere. I can feel it. As long as there's even the slightest chance he's still alive, I'm not going to give up. Just let me know if you hear anything about him. Or I'll shove you all into one locker. Oh, and wash your backs. These Imperial Defense Force chumps look like trouble. Thank you, Pateri, and good luck finding Cargo. Times are tough here in Crossbell right now. Pateri's right. Try not to stand out too much or get into any trouble. So I got up and leave, boss? That's alright, Pateri. I can handle the place on my own for a while. Good luck on your search and try not to overexert yourself. Got it. I'll find him and bring him back safe. You can count on it. Welcome. Can I help you? You find anything? Here at Times, we've got goods you can't find anywhere else. We'll be sending a large shipment to the front line soon. If you want to send a care package to friends and families and services, now's the perfect time. I got thrown then because I was like, you're not actually a shop though. Why are you asking me for stuff? I'm going to be really lonely without Pateri around. It's probably nothing compared to what our soldiers' families are feeling though. I had to pull myself together for Times and for all of Crossbell. Good luck, Pateri. You guys will probably be fine on your own, but Cargo's just a dumb kid. If you know anything about him, you better tell me, or else. Oh, and watch your backs. These Imperial Defense Force chumps look like trouble. Yes, they are trouble. Legion's Foods. Ever since the National Mobilization Law was passed, most of our major trade routes have been closed off. Not only that, but food prices are getting higher and higher. At least we can still get air shipments from Liberl and the Rimmeth area. It's better than nothing, but those supply lines aren't going to last forever either. A consomme Pecky. Nom nom nom. I'll buy one of every Pecky. It is my dream. Why did you zoom into his shoulder? The lineup of goods here has gotten smaller, but the quality's just as great as ever. And the price has gone up too, but I'm earning good money and I can still afford it. Now what should I treat myself to today? The price has gone up too, but I'm earning good money and can still afford it. Okay, Bowden. You buy our luxuries. I'm gonna bypass you. You're telling me there's no paper or anything in any of these shops? Ah! See? Gotta go to the shops, but there's a new book. A Cocoa Panda's Tale, Part 1. Another children's story printed in the Erebonian Empire. Got our paper as well. A Mishi plush if we want one. Costs a bit much at the moment, I got my McGear. Should I return to Cowbird or stay here and become an Erebonian citizen? I'm gonna have to decide soon. Fiona said she'll stay with me no matter what I choose. I'm grateful for that, but can I really ask her to abandon her home just for me? What should I do? What should I do? I could even come back for her, or we could go together. Or I could forget about returning and stay here permanently. How am I supposed to choose? I don't know, sir. We finally got a book. I think I owe you a reading time. We've got the paper too to read in a second. Should we go with Coco Panda's Tale? Should we read the very first chapter? We missed it on our 7s, so we'll get it on the 8. But we want 3 and 9, right? But still, numbers. Part 1. Tomero, the Loner. How do I pronounce that name? Now I look at it. My name is Wee Wee. No, it's not Wee Wee. Yui. My name is Wee Wee, yes. My name is Yui, and I'm a Coco Panda. People call us monsters, but we're not all bad. Some of us are actually very nice, just like my friend Tomero. He and I have known each other since we were cubs. Our whole lives, he was the kind of guy who did everything on his own. So everyone in our pack thought of him as strong, independent loner. But I thought it must get hard having to do everything alone. That's why I decided to follow him one day and make sure he was okay. I hid behind a bush and watched him climb to the top of a big tree to get his dinner. After a while, he came back down, a nice big fruit in his paws. I breathed a sigh of relief. It seemed like he would have more than enough to eat tonight. But just then, I took a better look at the fruit he had found and let out a small gasp. It was rotten! Inside, it was icky, mushy, and full of bugs. To make things worse, it was getting dark, and he wouldn't have any time to look for more. All us Coco Pandas know that it's much too dangerous to wander around outside at night. Tomero noticed how rotten his fruit was too. He looked up at the setting sun, and with a short sigh, he picked up his fruit and started to head back to our camp for the night. I followed him back to our den, making sure not to be seen, but then I heard his tummy grumbling. He must have been really hungry. I watched as he glanced at his fruit with a sour expression, then held his nose and prepared to take a bite. Tomero, stop! I shouted, dashing out from my hiding place. You can't eat that fruit, it's rotten! I grabbed it out of his paw just in time. Though he was surprised at first, the expression on his face quickly turned to a frown. Oh, what's your problem, Wee Wee? Yui. Sure. I can't do that name. You can't tell me what to eat. I was taken aback by how rude he was being. I was only trying to help. I got so flustered. I ended up speaking my mind to him right there and then. The writing structure for this story is kid's story, isn't it? Look, if you can't find any food yourself, that's okay. All you need to do is ask someone to share with you. No way, he scoffed. Asking for help is like admitting you're too weak to do it on your own. Don't be silly, I scolded him. It only makes sense for us all to help each other out. You're the only one who thinks that, Yui. He grumbled, crossing his arms. I couldn't understand why he's being so stubborn. Did he not trust the rest of us, or was he just too proud to admire he was wrong? Well, let's find out, shall we? I called one of the other Coco Pandas from our pack over to us. Hello there, you two. Something wrong? He said in a leisurely drawl as he walked over to Tomero and I. We had trouble finding any good fruit today. Could we have some of yours, I asked. Oh, is that all? No problem. Here you go, he said, handing us each a fresh piece of fruit. I thanked him and waved goodbye as he left. See, I turned to Tomero. It's really just that easy. There's nothing to be ashamed of. In return, we just need to help the others out when they need it. Tomero made a face like he wanted to object, but ended up taking the fruit all the same. Feeling like I'd finally gotten through to him, at least a little bit, I went back to my bed, hoping that he'd learn to rely more on others. By the time I'd woken up the next day, it was already past lunchtime. I was still a little worried about Tomero, so I decided to keep an eye on him again. I went and stuck behind a bush and peeked through the leaves. What I saw made my heart jump right into my throat. Something was very wrong. Tomero was covered in cuts and bruises, and he was growling more fiercely than I'd ever heard him before. Tomero, what's wrong? Are you okay? I asked timidly, coming out of my hiding place. He didn't seem to hear me. He didn't even react to me at all. He just kept staring at the path leading out of the forest and growling. I looked in the direction he was facing and saw a human walking down the path. As soon as I did, I knew something bad was about to happen. I reached my paw out, trying to place it on Tomero's shoulder. Before I could get close enough, however, he leapt at the human, tore away the bag they were carrying, and ran off deep into the woods. I was horrified. This wasn't like Tomero at all. I knew him better than anyone, and he'd absolutely never attack someone like that. There was only one explanation. He'd given in to his instincts and become a mindless beast. Yeah, that was a very simple, likely written. That is something like you'd write in school when you were asked to write a story in English class when you were really young, with the structure of it. That's a Coco Panda's tale. Probably on the reading level of a kid. A very young kid. So that makes a lot more sense as a child's story than, say, for example, I don't know, If You Say Goodbye, where that child got run over by a carriage and mashed. You know. Our department store's doing great. We're even getting orders from Class VII. Because of that, we're not subject to limitations placed on other shops. It's business as usual. So please take your time and enjoy all we have to offer. Aha! I can't believe my luck. That terrible receptionist actually asked for time off herself. Now I won't have to fire her and I can stay in business too. Of course, I might get drafted myself and have to leave for a while. There are any number of things that could go wrong, but this is one less thing to worry about. You're just so happy to get rid of her, are you? He walks out of range. Used to see tourists around here all the time, but not anymore. On the one hand, that means I can shop in peace, but the prices are getting pretty high too. Used to see tourists around here all the time, but not anymore? No. Repeat dialogue we get. Upstairs now. We're bringing the full force of the Empire's might to the front lines. In other words, there'll be no mercy for coward. We'll give them a taste of real power. What would the Crossbell province be without us? You better be grateful. This store's got some pretty decent stuff. I'll come in to take a load off when I get a break between training sessions. And then tell the locals that they better be grateful for you. I don't really get all this stuff about moving away or citizenship. I'll just leave all that to Southwark. Whatever he decides we should do, I'll just go along with it. I trust him. I'll try not to put all the pressure of decision making onto him though. Things don't always work out the way you want. I understand that. I'm not totally naive. But having someone in your life you can trust to take the lead isn't so bad. He's a bit in a dilemma. I think you need to discuss this together properly. The assassination attempt on His Majesty is a serious issue. There's no doubt about that. But I wish there were a better way to resolve it than going to war. Maybe I shouldn't be saying something like that in public though. Jeez, what is the Republic thinking with these demands? What demands have they made? What demands have the Erebonian people said that they've made? Australia Corporation's main office is based in Le Mans State. That's where I'm from too. With everything that's going on, my boss has decided I should go back. The shop was about to close anyway, so it kind of worked out. I'm sorry this is all so sudden though. No more Stragers? I'll have the lease on this building for a while longer. I think I'll open it up again once everything comes down. Watch the space. I'll get to work. Strager green or Strager pink? It depends what's better and what's not. Versus the boots, other boots that we have on offer. 470. We'll probably just be manufacturing military uniforms for the foreseeable future. So much for my token protest. I'm going to be part of the war effort whether I like it or not. It's not something I can change, so I probably shouldn't get too depressed about it. Alright, you sell the flower jacket and the flower tunic, which are more defense than the stuff in the other place. So I guess the Stragers plus these would probably be the best gear. Men only and female only. I'm actually interested in going back for a second to just make sure. Hair. You really want me to buy hair? So these have speed to them though. So it's 15 defense for free speed. And evasion. Gotta think of it in those terms, right? That is a big thing. What's the ADF on the other one, actually? So ADF on the men's is 330? Luckily, if we go to these small sections, it actually goes really fast. 320. I like speed, though. Speed's pretty damn good, but I guess I'll just go with the full defenses, just in case someone wants to nuke us with an S-craft in the future and I'm unaware and get taken by surprise. So speed really does help with that too. Being able to take extra turn every so often ain't bad. Right then, flower jackets. For you. For you. Flower tunics. For you. And you. And Muse. Do I bother buying it for the others? I didn't really check the shoes. They get strength instead of evasion. Evasion's pretty good though. It's a pretty monstrously good stat when you think about it. The move is up for everyone. Move up for Ash is actually really good. Does look like we probably have some extra cash if I did want to equip everyone else. Yeah, at least have some new shoes. They're a popular brand in Labelle, we'll have you know. And it seems people want me to buy the hair for, like, no apparent reason, so sure, I'll buy hair. I'm not equipping it, though. I don't want to butcher our poor characters. Silver hair for Gaius. Do I buy them the jackets as well? Go on. Now I feel like I'm not neglecting old Class 7 members. Alright, still more to check out around town. I was born an Imperial subject, and I'll admit I did resent Calva for what they did to the Emperor, but I never thought it would escalate this quickly. Our prospects are even worse than back during the struggle for independence. What's left for us now but annihilation? No, thought things would escalate this quickly. Yep, what's left but annihilation? And now we basically can't buy anything else. Yet. I'm sure there's some place I can earn more money, right? We got caught up in all kinds of secret vendettas even before we were annexed into the Empire. Great many lives were lost back then, my husband one of them. And now we stand on the cusp of an even bigger conflict. Have we learned nothing? The future looks bleak, not just for Crossbell, but for the whole of Zemerlia. Now we stand on the cusp of an even bigger conflict. We have learned nothing. Think of all the wars in human history. How much we learned? Not really much. Not even just wars, just things that happened in the past and we just constantly ignore. We do not learn from it, we forget about it. Or yearn for it, which is even weirder.